Co-stars who hated each other off camera by SunnyV2. Yeah, man, it's an unfortunate situation, but I've definitely heard about some situations where there are two co-stars who, you know, seem to be buddy-buddy. They seem to be good friends because they have such good camaraderie and, you know, even chemistry in the shows that they like co-star in. But then you find out later that, yo, they didn't even really like each other in real life, bro. They came to work, you know, acted, which is what you do, and then they went the hell home and didn't like each other. It's crazy, man, but it be like that. It be like that with some of these YouTubers too. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man, I ain't never collab with no YouTuber that I don't like. Why would I do that? Stupid. That's just dumb. But hey, bro, I'm about to go ahead and check out this video, man. Make sure y'all check out my Like a Dragon Garden streams. That game is really good. We're about to try to go ahead and beat it maybe this week or next week. We'll see. And without further ado, let's get it.
Adam and Jamie from Mythbusters couldn't stand each other.
Oh!
Don't get along very well. That's not a secret we've held.
While Drake and
No, I didn't know that. I knew about this one.
We made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close.
However, let's begin by talking about Leonardo.
I didn't know that Adam and Jamie didn't.
Danes, who ironically played
Romeo and Juliet.
As Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
Prior to filming the movie, the actors had spoken very highly of one another.
Claire Danes is the most
1996, GOAT year. That's when a legend was born.
However, in his early days, Leo would always pull elaborate pranks on his co-stars, which was appreciated by some people on set, but despised by others like Claire Danes. He tried to pull multiple pranks on Danes when the cameras weren't rolling, and the young actor wasn't having it.
Wow.
It's rumored that the young actress found Leo a little immature. For the very same reason, DiCaprio found Danes to be uptight and overly serious, and as a result, according to some sources, the pair barely spoke to one another when not filming scenes together.
Damn.
1 year later, Danes was offered but turned down the lead female role in Titanic, with some speculating that she was simply uninterested in doing another film with DiCaprio. Despite this, the two always talked highly of one another in public.
The dude is a genius. He's been a genius for decades now.
Which wasn't the path taken by Kevin Smith after figuring out that Bruce Willis was a complete and utter dick. The two agreed to collaborate on a 2010 movie called Cop Out, and 2 years prior in 2008,
my boy Tracy Morgan.
Kevin Smith praised Bruce Willis for being his favorite actor and biggest inspiration. However, as the two began working together, Kevin Smith realized he should have never met his hero. Despite Smith
they say don't meet your heroes,
Willis refused to take any direction, with Smith later stating, "I was going at it like Bruce, do it like this. I was directing Bruce the way I direct everybody else." And Bruce was like, "I've been acting like Bruce Willis for 25 years. Do you really think there's anything you're gonna tell me that I don't know?" At a late
Listen, bro, I understand that mindset too. Like, I understand when you've been doing something for long enough and people try to teach you certain things. Like, I talk about it all the time. That's the reason I'm able to tell y'all, because like I've talked to my homie about this. I got a homie, right, who for a lot of years, he was used to playing video games with like children. And so like, cause he got a lot of young members of his family. Like, he's one of the older members of his family. So he was always gaming with kids because there wasn't too many people around his age. So obviously they lacked a level of competence in gaming that he did. So he was used to having that, like, pretty much whenever he was playing a game with one of them, he's like walking them through how to play it. He's teaching them all the stuff, telling them what buttons to push and all that. But like, he did that for so long that it kind of got ingrained in him to where he would kind of go into tutorial mode when playing a game with people that he didn't really need to do that with. So like, me and him used to play games that he knows that I haven't really played before, and he's played a lot. But like, I've been gaming my whole goddamn life. It's not gonna take long for me to learn what to do. And I can like use the context of things going on to figure shit out. Like, you don't gotta teach me too much when playing a game. Teach me the basic buttons and then I'm good. I will figure the rest out. I do this gaming shit. But like, I used to have to tell him, bro, like he used to like try to give me long explanations on things. Like when gaming, I'm like, bro, like stop that. Like, give me the simple version. I don't need the long explanation, bro. I do this gaming shit. I'm not the kids that you're used to playing with, bro. Like, I really do this. And I'm not even trying to like sound like braggadocious or nothing, like I'm just a GOAT gamer or something. I'm just saying I've been gaming for long enough to where I don't need the assistance of a long explanation on a concept in a video game. There's no video game that I've played to where there's something that I gotta do where I just ain't gonna be able to figure it out unless you give me a hint. Like, come on, bro. I'm good. But so I understand what I said, but so I understand why Bruce Willis would say that. But bro, if your director trying to direct you, let him direct you. Cause see, this is different. This dude is hired to actually direct you. Like that's what he's supposed to do. You trying to stop him from doing his damn job. Come on, man. Why would you say that to your director? Why would you do that?
At a point during filming, Bruce Willis threatened to punch Kevin Smith, after which Willis had to be separately photoshopped into the movie's posters as he refused to turn up to the photo shoots.
Wow.
On top of this, Willis failed to attend the party celebrating the movie's completion.
That was kind of a long rant, my bad, y'all.
Smith made a toast stating,
I'm talkative today.
Everyone who worked on the film except for Bruce Willis. In a 2013 interview, Willis clapped back by stating, "Poor Kevin, he's just a whiner, you know. We had some personal issues about how we approached work. I don't have an answer for him. I'm never gonna call him out and lay him out in public. Sometimes you just don't get along."
Nah, you was a dickhead. It was your fault.
Story. After Willis was recently diagnosed with aphasia, Kevin Smith
was that?
Twitter writing, "Long before any of the cop-out stuff, I was a big Bruce Willis fan.
Yeah.
So this is really heartbreaking to read. He loved to act and sing, and the loss of that has to be devastating for him. I feel like
what is aphasia?
My petty complaints from
I know I could look it up, but I'm obviously in the middle of a reaction. Somebody tell me in the comments.
Family, which is a much nicer ending compared to that of Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere. The two met whilst filming a movie called The Lords of Flatbush, where Stallone instantly disliked
There were greasers in that movie.
Stating, "We never hit it off. He would strut around in his oversized motorcycle jacket like he was the baddest knight at the round table, although the real argument came when the two were eating lunch together. Stallone stated, "I was eating a hot dog and he climbs in with a half a chicken, covered in mustard with grease nearly dripping out of the aluminium wrapper. I said, that thing is gonna drip all over the place." He
My bad. Aluminium?
Dripping out of the aluminium wrapper.
Aluminum? My G? Aluminium. My bad, that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. I've never heard anybody pronounce it like that. Aluminium. Huh. Hey, if y'all hear me use the word aluminum in the future and I pronounce it aluminium, just know that, you know, it's an inside joke. If people in the comments like comment on it and be like, "Bro, it's not aluminum, it's it's not aluminium, it's aluminum." Just I don't know. Put a laughing emoji under their comment or something, because they not in on it.
I said that
aluminium. I'm about to start saying it like that just for the fun of it, just for the troll.
Don't worry about it, which was followed by Richard Gere spilling grease all over Stallone's pants.
Damn.
As a result, Stallone quote elbowed him in the side of the head. After which the director chose to replace Richard Gere with a different actor altogether. Despite this taking place more than 50 years ago, Stallone has stated, "To this day, he seriously dislikes me," which is an ending also shared by Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy.
Yep, I know about this one.
Their one and only season of Sam and Cat. When the show came to an end in 2014, Ariana Grande made an extensive heartfelt twit longer, thanking everybody involved in the production.
I didn't read her twit longer. Maybe I'll come back and read this later, but I've heard that Ariana Grande is like kind of just a little dickhead herself. Like she be doing fucked up shit, like talking to people crazy. And I don't know if y'all seen that clip of her going into like that donut shop and her boyfriend were like licking the donuts. Like, you nasty motherfucker. So yeah, that might have been on her. I don't know.
Except for the other main co-star, Jeanette McCurdy. This implied that the two weren't as close as the show suggested, which was confirmed at a later date when Jeanette stated the following.
She would have to miss work because she was being pulled in all directions, so she's got to do radio shows, she's got to do the Billboard Awards, the Grammys.
Hey, she was a big star.
And I'm like acting on the show with a box because they decided that like for that week her character needs to be trapped in a box so she can go perform at the Grammys.
As a result of this, Jeanette would write, "Ariana misses work in pursuit of her music career while I act with a box. I'm pissed about it and I'm pissed at her, jealous of her."
I was like, that's jealousy.
Further jealousy in her memoir by attacking Ariana's upbringing. Ariana grew up in Boca Raton, Florida, an incredibly wealthy, idyllic town with a healthy mum who could buy her whatever she wanted whenever she wanted. Gucci bags, fancy vacations, and Chanel outfits. Jeanette's hatred toward Ariana always felt pretty pathetic. However,
I'm gonna say, this just a damn, I wish I had as much money as you, you're spoiled, you're silver spoon, and I don't like you type deal. That is little, hey man. It is kind of messed up.
Janet Hubert reached a whole new level of jealousy. Janet played Will Smith's auntie in Bel-Air.
Yeah, what you mean?
Will Smith, as she felt it was unfair he'd been given a TV show at the age of 22. Will Smith later stated, "I can straight up say that Janet Hubert wanted the show to be the Aunt Viv of Bel-Air show. She said once, I've been in the business for 10 years, and this snotty-nosed punk comes along and gets a show. To her, I'm the Antichrist."
Wow, I didn't even know that. Hey, my boy Carlton.
Janet was painful to work with. There were days when we were all upset and she would literally actually go off on people, and they got to a point by the time the second season came around where we're like, this is unacceptable.
Dang.
As someone who was seen as difficult, Janet was offered significantly less money to appear in the 4th season.
So she over here looking at this man with that angry face. That ain't even acting. She legit don't like this man. Look at her. Look at her. And look at Uncle Phil, bro. Look at the goat. Look at the motherfucking goat, man. Damn, bro. Recipes Uncle Phil, dog.
Quit, which is exactly what she'd do. However, this only increased her resentment toward Will as she
angry
states,
ass.
There will never be a reunion, as I will never do anything with an a-hole like Will Smith.
Why?
He's still an egomaniac and has not grown up. This constant reunion thing will never ever happen in my lifetime unless there is an apology.
Hey man, this is pre Chris Rock slapped Will Smith.
There wouldn't be a Fresh Prince reunion.
So you ain't gonna talk about a man like this.
Happened in November 2020, where more than 30 years later, Janet was still convinced that Will had ruined her life, stating, I hated what you did, I just hated what you did. You took my career away of 30-something years, as Will Smith's comments about her being difficult made it hard for Janet to land work afterwards. At the end of the talk, the two made up and apologized, although Nicki
What he apologizing for?
Had no interest in doing so.
This is not a secret. What the hell? They publicly didn't like each other.
Appear alongside one another in season 12 of American Idol, where their almost polar opposite personalities began to clash immediately.
Yeah.
Are you country? Do you like country? Do you like country? And I kind of feel like we're making her do. I'm trying to help her.
Yeah, this was not a secret. This was not acting. They legitimately didn't like each other.
Well, we're almost actually.
In a notable instance, the two had this argument mid-show where
Nobody said every moment. Oh, excuse me. The music will cut me off if I can. Oh, darling, may I express this to her as a singer? I just feel like what maybe trying to be expressed is just sing from your heart the entire time, and your notes will continue to shine regardless of the dirt that gets splattered around you.
After which Nicki threatened Mariah with violence.
Multiple people heard Nicki say, if I had a gun, I would shoot that.
Damn.
State the following.
It felt like an unsafe work environment. I'm not going to take any chances. So yeah, I did hire
Nicki Minaj, a ratchet ass New York woman.
Nicki responded by tweeting, hey y'all, let's just say Nicki said something about a gun. People will believe it because she's a black rapper. LaMayo, I'll then hit up Barbara and Milkhead, implying that Mariah had made the story up. Nicki then made another tweet reading, I guess it hurts to have the producers tell you to your face that Nicki is the best judge we've had since Simon, or poor you.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Implying that Mariah was also simply not as good at judging.
Nah, I don't believe you.
For obvious reasons, both judges quit the show after only one season.
Right.
After which Mariah Carey stated this.
That was the worst experience of my life. I would never want to be involved with it again.
With Drake Bell and Josh Peck holding a similar.
This one is sad, bro.
Returning to their most famous show.
Them boys, man.
Had a great time filming. Drake
show was so goated.
Drake would take to Twitter in 2017, writing, "When you're not invited to the wedding, the message is clear. True colors have come out today. Message is loud and clear. Ties are officially cut. I'll miss you, brother."
Oh, so this is implying that he didn't know that they weren't as close as they weren't. Because if you're shocked that you didn't get a wedding invite, then yeah, that means that you thought that y'all were closer than y'all really were. You were his friend, but he wasn't really your friend. Not in like, you know, in terms of doing things for each other, but just in terms of like, yeah, you probably felt like, yeah, man, we still close. Like, we don't really talk as much as we used to, but I still probably assume I'd get a wedding invite if he got married. But no, dang, that's tough. That would hurt.
Which was followed by Drake flaming Josh via text for the very same reason.
I'm getting married that night, and I see these text messages from him, like cursing me out, coming for me. I'm like, on the night of my wedding.
The incident was a sad moment for fans of the show.
I mean, if you don't get invited, you don't really care about that in that moment.
Apologize and even post a 12 million view video together, implying that the duo was on good terms.
I didn't see that.
That would be until 2021, when Drake found himself in a bunch of legal trouble, after which Josh made the claim that they were never really friends.
Are you guys like
never?
Not really. No. We made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close.
So you guys were never close during the, like when you were filming, Drake and Josh? You were just kind of co-stars?
Obviously, there were times where we were closer than not, but when
I was gonna say, got it.
Ended, I mean, we're just totally different.
Chemistry was
These
great.
statements have since been criticized, given they'd spent a large amount of time together outside of the show, with one of these critics being Drake Bell himself.
Look at the baby.
Numerous examples of them hanging out together.
That's what bugged me about it. He's like, we weren't friends, we didn't hang out.
Your Christmas party, the party that I made.
He came all the way to Riverside to support me.
Josh is clearly trying to distance himself from Drake's sketchy legal situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, see, just what I said. Drake obviously thought that they really were good friends, but Josh is like, nah, bro. Ain't what it was. That's tough, bro.
Given Josh is still actively booking movie roles in an industry where reputation is everything. There are obviously mixed reports about whether or not they like
iCarly's still going?
co-stars, although it seems obvious that they're now no longer on speaking terms, and neither are the two main hosts from Mythbusters. Adam Savage and Jake
this one is crazy.
hosted the show for more than 12 years.
Yeah,
An
bro.
article was published reading, "The Mythbusters always had an amazing secret weapon. They can't stand each other." The article referenced an interview from
did not know this.
Weekly, in which Jamie stated, "We like to point out we've known each other for 25 years and never once sat down to have a dinner alone together. We sort of managed to tolerate each other. I think it's probably safe to say that continuing our on-screen relationship in front of the camera is probably not happening." To back this up, Adam stated this.
No, I don't think Jamie and I will continue to work together on other projects. Jamie and I don't get along very well. That's not a secret we've held.
It's messed up.
It's not a secret they've held. As it
Can I just say that's a dope shot? I love the shot of this camera, like for an interview. Like you got the dude, he's centered but kind of off to the side of the camera so you can see the background, but the camera's focused in good so you can see him clearly while the background is just a little bit blurred. It's a good shot. I like the shot.
Adam stated this.
I don't know.
I don't think
y'all probably didn't need that, but hey, y'all got it.
Jamie and I don't get along very well. That's not a secret we've held.
With him claiming it's not a secret they've held, as it was mentioned while the show was still running.
Was it?
We are not friends. We tend to drive each other batty. We have never, in the 21 years we've known each other, had dinner alone together. Our very different personalities means that we spend a lot of time in sort of conflict.
Periodically, their behind-the-scenes animosity spilled out onto the camera.
What kind of seconds were you counting there? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? What kind of seconds are those? Who counts like that?
So it's no surprise that Adam would also state this.
There's a lot of fighting on camera. We got really mad at each other, like really significantly, vitriolically angry. We drive each other nuts every day. We get frustrated with each other on a daily basis.
However, the reason they're so proud
for
of
12
their
years.
friendship is because it's also their key to success.
The friction between Jamie and I has an integrity to it and a chemistry to it. We have respect for each other. We also drive each other absolutely batty.
We're not afraid to say something that will hurt the other's feelings because we don't care, Savage says.
Damn.
We consider it a point of pride that the right idea always wins. It doesn't matter whose it is.
Okay.
It's a working relationship based purely on respect and mutual gain, with their unconventional approach resulting in unconventional success.
Okay,
one of
they
the
made it
most
work.
Popular shows in TV history.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, if they were able to make it work, bro, you can't really say nothing, dog. They did it. 20 or not 25 years, but they've known each other for 25 years, never really liked each other. Did Mythbusters for 12 years, but they made it work. Hey, I suppose at the end of the day, if you get your job done, you ain't got to be friends. You know, so I'm pretty sure y'all have coworkers that y'all worked with for a decent amount of time and you never really too much cared for the coworker, but it's like, yo, I'm just here to get this money. But y'all cordial while you at work though. Like you might even have conversations with them, but you don't really too much like them and you'll probably never speak to them after leaving that job. It'd be like that sometime, bro. But anyway, man, that was a good video by SunnyV2. He always makes good videos. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. About to go to bed. It is late as hell. I don't know if y'all know, but I mean, of course y'all don't know. How would y'all know? It's 2 in the morning where I'm at right now. I'm about to go to sleep. Hey man, show a lot of love to the video, like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, I'm up out of this thing. This boy Dairu, we signing out. Hey.